Hi, welcome to Gardener's World. Today I'm visiting a stone chamber in New England, a structure known as the Beehive Hut near Danville in New Hampshire. And we're just walking through the woods to get up to it, so let's see how we're doing. Now there are lots of these chambers around New England, and nobody really knows who built them or what they were for. A lot of the archaeologists think they were colonial root cellars used by the early settlers, but a lot of the early settlers say that they were actually there when they arrived. There are recorded documentation of that, and some of the cellars that have been found have very old trees growing out of them, so clearly they were older than that. Another possible theory was that they were native sweat lodges, but again that doesn't really wash, as nobody's really heard of a Native American using a stone-built structure as a sweat lodge. So here we are, coming up to it, and you can see it's set into the hillside with stone slabs on the roof. Very well constructed little chamber, and it's rather similar to what we have in Britain as souterrains, or fogus as they're called in Cornwall. And again, archaeologists with them said there were cellars for storing vegetables or for places of refuge, but it doesn't really wash for that explanation either. A, because most of them have earth floors, so they're not very good for storing vegetables, and also you have to stoop to get inside the things. So recently this one has been acknowledged by the town of Danville by putting up this plaque. And there's a little sign on the tree here. A prized prehistoric site, please protect it. I'll just give you a little walk around the side here so you can have a look at the outside of the whole thing. As you can see, it is set into the side of a hill here. Not at the summit, it's definitely into the side of the hill. And from atop the chamber here you can get a view looking out over the valley. It's hard to tell with all these trees, but I can just see glimpses through there, and I think from this height we would be at about a level horizon. So if this is a winter solstice aligned site, as many of these are, then the sun would come right down the chamber here. Sadly I'm not likely to be here in midwinter to check, but if anybody else is, do let us know what's going on. And just off to the side of the chamber here we've got some interesting big stones on the top of the hill. Big rocky outcrops. The chamber holds its space very well. I mean, from up here, even though I know it's there, I can't actually see it, even though I'm only about 10 yards away from it. There it is there, if you can just see it. Let's get a little closer. So the entranceway, I'll just pull back a little bit on that. The entranceway, as you can see, is sort of shaped, there's about 2 or 3 feet. And then you get this kind of 2 foot by 3 foot opening. Oops, and inside, don't want to see much of this. Still a lot of mosquitoes, but apart from that, the chamber goes back about 8 feet. And it's, I looked up a plan on the web, it's supposed to be about 4 foot wide and just under 8 foot deep, so it's not quite a double square geometry. One of the things that researchers have found is that some of these do have some very exact geometry to them. The floor is slightly lower, it's been excavated fairly recently back to its original configuration, and the alignment, if I turn around, obviously difficult to see, but looking at the compass I would guess that this is possibly midwinter sunrise aligned. That would explain the slight elevation here. because I can just see through the woods over here that there is some elevated horizon in the distance, so as we're slightly up, that's pretty much just about a level horizon with the trees around here. So there we go. So now I'm going to do some dowsing and we'll see what we find. Okay, so we have an energy ray coming out of the opening here. Should we get into that? In the middle of that tree. Just about the edge. Okay. Up on the top here. Water there. Water here. Tighten up now. And in the middle here, rotate your action, giving a line spring in the chamber. And this is an upward vortex. Okay, so what I'm finding is there's a ley line running through the chamber here. We have a ley coming out the entrance. There's another ley running transversely across the top at 90 degrees. That ley continues, the one coming out the entrance continues out the back. We have a blind spring in the middle, 4 water lines coming out the corners. So yeah, this is a good little power centre. I'm just going to get in and have a look. So, let's have a look round inside here. Just using my phone light here. You can see some lighter stones on the back wall there. And also a big quartzy one on the side here, which is interesting. Now, I'm no expert in these chambers, but from what I can gather, often you get, there's another big white quartzy one here, look. Often you will get the sunrise coming in round about the autumnal equinox, and then round about the winter solstice it will get to an extreme, and then it will set back again. So, maybe these 2 stones will mark the extremes of the sunrise. And here's a view looking at it. So there we have it. That's the Beehive Hut in Danville, New Hampshire. One of New England's mysterious stone chambers. Thanks for watching.